بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي رب يسر ولا تؤسر وتمم بالخير. Lesson number 2, book 2. So today, inshallah, we will do the exercises. But before we proceed with the exercises, inshallah, we will once again, let's have a look on Laysa and try to understand. Even if you are not able to attend the first class about the verbs, that's okay, because inshallah we are going to review one more time. So as we remember that the pronouns, there are only 14 pronouns, right? So 6 for the third person, the one who is not physically there or the one who is not directly involved in any kind of action or conversation. Then we call the second person the one that we are talking to. For example, for me, you are the second person, right? Because I am talking to you. And then we have 2 for the first person. First person is the one who is talking, like the one who is talking by himself. For example, I am the first person. And when we talk together, then we will be like together, so it will be we, right? So for the verb, as I requested yesterday, if we can memorize the conjugation of only one verb, that will be sufficient for all the family of the verbs that inshallah we are going to learn in the future. For example, the basic verb that we started with is dhahaba, okay? And the reason why I have put here track 1 and track 2, we will try to understand here. How will we translate dhahaba? It will be translated as he went, right? So basically, dhahaba is a complete sentence in English, but in Arabic, if we say dhahaba, it does not make any sense unless we bring in the doer, the subject. For example, we say dhahaba Bilalun, Bilal went. And if we want to further complete, we say dhahaba Bilalun ila al-madrasa. Bilal went to the school, right? So dhahaba, he went. So what do we have here? Basically, it's huwa dhahaba. Huwa is hidden inside it. So it's basically huwa dhahaba. Okay, huwa dhahaba. But when we say dhahaba Bilalun, then huwa will disappear and it will mean Bilal went. The same in English, we say he went. And when we say he went, that means we are referring to a person. But when we say Bilal went, now we are referring to Bilal and he disappears, right? So we say Bilal went. Similarly, in Arabic, we say dhahaba, he went. But when we say dhahaba Bilalun, it would mean Bilal went. And for 2, we will say dhahaba, and this alif, as it is colored, it represents 2. So dhahaba, huma dhahaba, both of them went. And for more than 2, the plural will be dhahabu. And basically, waw here represents the plural. Alif is extra. So dhahabu, they all went. So dhahaba, he went. Dhahaba, both of them went. And dhahabu, they all went. Now we are done with the masculine, right? Third person masculine. Similarly, if we look at the verb laysa, dhahaba means he went, but laysa is different. Laysa means he is not. Okay, but when we say he's not, it does not make sense. He's not like what? So we say he's not an engineer, he's not a doctor, he's not a teacher. Then the meaning will be clear. So that's why we say that laysa comes with a nominal sentence, because it needs the subject and the object. We need a doer, and then we also need the news about the doer, like what did he do, or what he is, or what she is. So when we say laysa tabiban, what would that mean? He is not a doctor, right? And if you remember, in yesterday's class, we learned that after laysa, the predicate comes with ba. Do you remember? The predicate comes with ba. And that ba is harf jar, but we call it ba az-zaida. Why it is zaida? Because we do not get the meaning of harf jar. We only have ba. It does the part of harf jar, yani the noun becomes majroor, but the meaning will not change. Yani the meaning of ba will not be included in the translation. So when we say laysa bitabibin, it would mean he is not a doctor. And the reason why ba has been added, it is for further emphasis. Like there is no doubt that he is not a doctor at all. For example, there is no way that I can be an engineer. So you can say laysa bimuhandisin. I can say laysa lastu bimuhandisin. I am not an engineer at all. So there is no doubt about that, that I cannot be an engineer. All right. And for the dual, we have here laysa. Similarly, here we have dhahaba. So it will be laysa. And dhahabu, they went. And laysu, they are not. Even if, please don't get confused with the meaning, just look at the ending and the pattern first. And once you memorize the pattern, inshallah, then it will be much easier. Now we get to the feminine part, the third person. So,
Sir, what is opposite of Laisa?
what do you mean, Lisa? He's
Laisa, you
not,
said this is he is not.
and he is.
Uh, you said this is for emphasis to make sure things
La
to
ba,
make sure that
ba, the
wise. Okay.
ba,
Sorry, I
when,
thought Laisa.
yeah, that is for emphasis. Yes, that's right.
Okay.
So when I say lastu tabiban, it will be okay. I am not a doctor. But when I say lastu bi tabibin, there is no doubt about it for further emphasis. Like there is no way that I can be a doctor. And inshallah, in today's exercises, we will learn that again and again. And the whole lesson consists of the predicate that comes with ba, okay? So, dhahabat, atta sakina, is it represents the feminine, singular feminine. So, dhahabat, she went, and similarly, laysat, she is not. Dhahabata, and here, laysata. Now, track two, why do I say here it's track two? Because what happened here, the first three letters, they have fatha. Val has fatha, ha has fatha, and ba has fatha. But when we say dhahabna, now what happened? The third letter becomes sakin. And this is how it is, Yani. So that's why we say this is track two. Now here, the third letter has become sakin, and the last letter takes fatha. So it became dhahabna. Now here, it should be laysna, right? As you can see here, laysa plus na, and we know that the third letter becomes sakin, so it became laysna, okay? But in weak letters, it is called like when two sakin n come together, or sakin n when they come together. For example, ya, we can say it is sakin, and sin, it is sakin. So this is called al-iltiqa sakin, and even if you don't know, that's okay. So when two letters come together and they are sakin, the weak letter gets dropped. The weak letter gets dropped, and there are only two weak letters in Arabic language, waw and ya. So two weak letters, waw and ya. So what happens when we have two sakin n, or I should say sakin n, two sakin letters? What happens? The one that belongs to, or the one that is weak, that gets dropped. So when we drop it, then how do we read it? It becomes lesna. So this is how it changed. It became lesna. Now you might be thinking like, why do we need to know this? So inshallah, as our aim is, our target is that we are not learning only for ourselves. We are learning to teach others from day first. So inshallah, when you're going to teach, you should be clearer from day first, like why it happened and how it happened. And this is only one-time investment in your life. Once you get used to it, it will be implemented to all the verbs that you're going to learn. So laysa is basically defective verb. Defective means that in the root letters, like it has three root letters, lam, ya, and sin. So if we have a weak letter, for example, if we have ya or wow, then it is called a defective verb. And this verb is defective because it has one of the weak letters. So this is how it became lesna. It is dhahabna, and this one became lesna. It should be laysna again because it's coming like laysa, laysa, laysu, laysat, laysata, and it should be laysna, right? But again, because ya is sakin and sin is sakin, two sakinain in Arabic, one of the participants yesterday reminded me as well that they do not exist, or if they exist, we have to make one of them should be active, mutaharrik, and it should have any of the vowel signs. So when we have two sakin letters, and if one of them is weak letter, the weak letter gets dropped. So it became lesna. And then we continue the second track. Now we are on the second track. So the second track goes like lesna, and then lesta, lestuma, lestum, lesti, lestuma, lestunna, lestu, and lesna. So the same here. Dhahabna, dhahabta, dhahabtuma, dhahabtum, dhahabti, dhahabti, I should say, dhahabtuma, dhahabtunna, dhahabtu, and dhahabna. So is it clear, or is it like ambiguous, or does it make sense? Any comments? Any thoughts? Everyone is quiet, so it seems it's yes, there is a message from here from the chat. Okay, so it's clear. All right. All right. So that's what we learned in that's what we're learning now. Lesna and Laysa, and then we move on to the second part. The word ibn. Yesterday, this word is very important, and we know that it is used extensively in Quran and Hadith. So again, I will just give you the idea, basic idea, and you can, as of now, you can listen to it. If you can grasp it, that's alhamdulillah. If not, at least you have this information, and sometimes when you need it in the future, you can reflect it and you can have a look again. So we know that the word ibnun always comes as mudaf. Okay, for example, we have here ibnun hamidun, so it will be ibnu hamidin, son of Hamid, ibnu hamidin. So this is clear, right? Any questions up to here?
No questions.
All right. But when we have three nouns, two of them are proper nouns, and then if the word ibn comes between these two, then it behaves in a different way. For example, we have three nouns. This is the definite noun. For example, Bilalun is a proper noun. Then we have the word ibnun, which is a common noun, and Hamidun is also a proper noun, definite noun. So what happened? Ibn has come between two proper nouns. So what happens when it comes between two proper nouns? It will be read as, it will be, first we will look at it. It is Bilalu and Ibnu. So Bilal will become Musuf, and the word Ibn becomes Sifa. And we know Musuf and Sifa should be equal in four properties. So this one is Marfu, this one is Marfu. Bilal is masculine, Ibn is masculine, and Bilal is singular and Ibn is singular. But what about the capacity? Bilal is a proper noun. What about Ibn? Ibn is a common noun, right?
Yes.
But how come
Yeah.
Masuf and Sifa should be equal in four properties?
Yeah, quantity, quality.
Yeah.
And
Status, capacity, number, and gender. Okay. So the problem is with the capacity, that it should be a proper noun. It is a proper noun. Why?
Ibn Hamidin mudaf
Yeah,
mudaf ilayh.
because it is mudaf or hamid, and when we know that when a proper common noun comes with a proper noun, it becomes a proper noun. For example, kitab is a common noun, but when we say kitab Allahi, then the word kitab also becomes a proper noun because of the word Allah. So that's why when we say kitab Allahi, both of them become proper nouns. So ibn is proper noun because of it is mudaf towards hamid. So the first part is clear now. So it became Bilal ibn. So Bilal and Ibn, they are equal in four properties. Now let's see, it's now the second part is easier, that Ibnu is Mudaf and Hamidin is Mudaf ilayh. So that's why it is read as Bilal ibn Hamidin, and it's used in the book. Now let's look at the example from the Quran. As we can see here, first we have Ibnun and Maryamu. So Ibnu Maryama, Maryam has fatha because it is partially flexible. It's an Arabic name, right? So it's mahallan majroor yani. So Ibnu Maryama, and now you see here Isa Ibnun Maryamu. So in the Quran it's used as Isa ibn Maryama. Isa ibn Maryama. So that's how it is read as Isa ibn Maryama. That's how it is read. And inshallah, when you will start reading, inshallah, the books of Hadith, then this word is used a lot because you know the narrations are from Sahaba, and then Sahaba, subhanallah, like all of them had different like backgrounds, and so that's why this word is very, very important. It's used a lot in the Quran and also in the Hadith. So I hope it's clear now. And if we want to say Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, son of Abdullah, so how will I say? Muhammad
Ibnu Hashima.
no, Muhammad ibn
Hashima.
Abdullah.
Muhammad ibn Abdullah.
Yeah. Muhammad ibn
Abdullah.
Abdullah
Abdullah.
ibn Hashima.
Muhammad ibn Abdullah. Muhammad ibn Muhammad ibn, and then Abdullah, because Abd and Allah, that is also mudaf ilayh, so it becomes Muhammad ibn Abdullah. Okay, Husaynun ibn Aliyun. Husayn ibn Aliyin. Husayn ibn Aliyin. So inshallah, when you write them down and you try to break them down and try to write them down by yourselves one or couple of times, and inshallah, it will be clearer to you. So is it okay now? Does it make any sense? I hope so. This information is not like, hopefully, normally I haven't seen it like so, but I try to prepare it so that the reason, alhamdulillah, there are many people who have taught in YouTube. All of them are useful videos. All of the brothers and sisters have done an excellent job. But when we are learning something and we are together, so we should have something extra so that we don't rely heavily only on the books. So whatever we have in the books, I will try my best that we don't leave any point that we have in the books, because we cannot do justice to these books, to be honest. They have been written in such a beautiful way. But I can promise, if you complete these 3 books properly, with patience and with all the things, mastering everything that we are learning, inshallah, you will be able to understand Quran and Hadith quite easily. And bi'idhnillah ta'ala. All right, now we go back to our exercise 2. Everyone is quiet today, hopefully, so I didn't make it like difficult, hopefully. So ta'ammal ma yali. Now we have to reflect on the following. So who is going to reflect? I want to take a little bit of break and I want you to read it, please. It's just reading only.
Hamidun.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, please go ahead.
Hamidun Talibun.
Translation, please.
Hamid is a student.
Excellent. Hamid is a student. Okay.
Hamidun laysa bitalibin.
Okay.
Hamid has not been a student.
No, normally just Hamid is not a student.
Is not a student.
It will be translated in simple present without the present tense. It will be is not, or are not, or am not. So now you see,
so there will be
here.
no difference. Yes.
Yes.
So there will be no difference because of ba.
No, ba is only for emphasis, just to clear the doubt. Like Hamid is not a student at all. That's why, like the beauty of the Arabic language, sometimes there are some expressions that we cannot translate them. So, alaysa Allahu bi ahkamil hakimin. If you look at Surah Teen, and we have alaysa Allahu بأحكم الحاكمين. Right? So over there it has been used بأحكم الحاكمين.
Yes.
So that's why they have introduced these beautiful concepts here so that we can relate them to the Quran, right? So here we are learning that Laysa, now Laysa has an ism, and we know that it has subject, which is Hamid, and predicate here. Here predicate comes with ba, and we know that ba, after ba there is harf jar. So it's very easy. We just use ba and then we put majroor ba and kasratain, and it will be. This is how we will going to make it, inshallah. So Hamidun laysa bi talibin. Hamid is not a student. Okay.
أطلاب صغار.
Yeah, Abdurrahman. You are banned, class. You cannot. We cannot use tanween and al together, Abdurrahman.
أطلاب صغار.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. I forgot what صغار meant. Is it small?
Young, yeah, the students are young. Okay.
So it's plural, yeah. So it's the students are small.
Yeah, or young, like, to be honest, like
Young.
it's
Young,
difficult to
okay,
translate it
more
in English, right?
Yeah, young makes more sense. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
الطلاب ليسوا بصغار.
Okay.
The students are not
Are
young.
Young, excellent. Now we can see that at-tullab is plural. So this is the subject, and we know that the predicate should also be plural. Subject and predicate are equal in number and gender. So that's why we have brought here laysu, laysa, laysu, at-tullabu, laysu bisagharin. The students are not young. So Hamid is one, so that's why we bring here laysa, and for the plural, it will be laysu. Yes. Aminatu.
Aminatu tabibatun.
Okay.
Amina is a doctor.
Yes.
Aminatu laysat bi tabibatin. Amina is not a doctor.
Excellent. Laysat. So Amina is feminine. That's why the verb that we bring is also for the feminine. Aminatu laysat bi tabibatin. All right, perfect. Next.
Al-fatayatu mutazawwijat.
All right.
Al-fatayatu lasna bi mutazawwijat.
All right. Translation, please.
The young ladies are not
Are married. Okay.
The young ladies are not married.
Okay, so why here we used laysat and here lasna?
Because we have yaun and sinun
Ina is the second person.
sakinain, and two of them cannot come at the same
together.
time.
Okay, excellent.
Aminatu is
Together.
Singular, yes.
Al-Fatayat is plural.
Plural, okay. So both reasons have been given over here. Okay. Next.
Anta kabirun.
All right.
You are big. I guess lasta
bikabirin, yeah.
Or anta lasta bikabirin.
Yes, both of them they are the same. They have the same meaning. Okay. So when we say anta lasta bikabirin, then it's like more emphatic.
More emphatic, yeah.
All right. Antum lastum bijudadin. Now you're not new, right? Antum judadun. So I will do this. You are new. Antum lastum bijudadin. You are not new. Okay, now you see here, when we talk about the second person, it's so easier because there is a perfect combination of the ending. Anta lasta, antum lastum, ta, tum, ti, tunna. So for the second person, it's really easier. So if you focus a little bit on that, inshallah, it will be much easier for you. Yes, anti faqiratun. Yes, please continue.
Anti faqiratun. You are faqir, poor.
Poor, okay.
Anti lasti bi بفقيرة. You are not poor.
You're not poor. Okay, excellent. Yes, next please.
أنتن مجتهدات.
All right.
You ladies are hardworking. أنتن لستن بمجتهدات. You ladies are not hardworking.
Hardworking, excellent. So here anti, so that's why we have lasti, singular and singular, and here antunna, you all ladies, plural. So that's why the verb that we have is also for the plural. Okay. So in nominal sentence, we know that the subject and the predicate should be equal in number and gender. So antunna, you all, that's why we have lastunna. All right. Ana mudarrisun. Okay.
Ana mudarrisun, I am a teacher. Ana lastu bimudarrisin, I am not a teacher.
I'm not a teacher at all. يعني, yeah. So I'm not a teacher. All right. نحن طلاب and نحن لسنا بطلاب.
نحن لسنا بطلاب.
Yes.
We are students. We are not students.
Students. Okay. Now أدخل. If you remember yesterday, I told you that there is only one verb which starts with Hamza, and the Hamza has Fatha, and that is this one. Okay. So we just notice this and write it down, and that's it. Inshallah, and when we start our verbs, then we will come to know like why it has Fatha. Adkhil, the rest of the verbs that start with Hamza, and when it is Fi'l al-Amr, the Hamza will take either it will take Dhamma or Kasra. This is the only verb or the kind of verb that takes Fatha. Adkhil laysa. So now you have to enter laysa ala al-jumal al-atiyah to the following sentences. So let's make sentences using laysa. Yes, al-babu mughlaqun, the door is closed. Okay. Al-babu laysa
بمغلق.
bimughlaqin, excellent. The door is not closed. So as you can see here, and again one more time in this lesson, the khabaru laysa comes with ba. So it should be easier that we just put ba there, and then the ending will be with, normally it will be with tanween if the noun is not partially flexible. Al-ma'u baridun, water is cold. Okay.
الماء ليس ببارد.
Al-ma'u laysa bibaridin, water is not cold. Okay. Hishamun maridun, Hisham is sick.
Hishamun laysa bimaridin.
Hishamun laysa bimaridin, Hisham is not sick.
Sick.
Okay, excellent. Abi na'imun, how would I translate it?
My father.
My father is sleeping.
Asleep.
Okay, or asleep. All right. Abi
لست
laysa.
ليس.
Because Abi or Hua, or if his name is, let's say, Bilal, so it refers to the third person, right? So basically it's Huwa na'imun, so it will be laysa bina'imin. Abi laysa bina'imin, my father is not sleeping. Name, whenever the name comes, it is straight away third person. Just close your eyes, and the names are always third persons when you are talking about them. So either you say Hua or you say Bilal, it's the same. Either you say Hiya or you say Amina, it's the same. Amina is a singular third person, and Bilal is a singular masculine third person. So name or Hua or Hiya, they are always third person. Yes, number 5. الدرس صعب. The lesson is difficult.
الدرس ليس بصعب.
The lesson is not difficult. Okay. Al-masjidu qaribun. Masjid is nearby.
المسجد ليس بقريب.
Masjid is not nearby. Okay. الطفل جوعان. جوعان. Okay.
الطفل ليس بجوعان.
And why do you say بجوعان?
ألف نون.
An
The
adjective.
partially flexible.
Yes. It's alif noon is extra and it is an adjective, right? It's a shifa. So that's the, you see here, for example, we are following the same pattern for the first 6 questions, but when we reach the 7th, there is a difference, bit of change over there. So that we don't just say biju'aun and jaw'an in the flow. No, we need to be careful as well. Okay, next number 5. اقرأ المثالين. Okay.
ثم أدخل
أدخل,
ليس
excellent. Yes.
على الجمل الآتية.
Excellent. Read the following 2 examples, مثالين, right? And ثم, then أدخل, enter ليس على الجمل الآتية to the following sentences. So we have to read these 2 examples and then we have to put ليس to the following sentences or use ليس to the following sentences. Okay, now we can see here هو تاجر, he is a merchant, and هو ليس بتاجر, he is not a merchant. هو من اليابان, he is from Japan, and هو ليس من اليابان, he is not from Japan. All right, so let's begin. Number 1, السيارة جميلة. Inshallah, you will do it now. Yes.
السيارة ليست بجميلة.
Excellent. السيارة ليست بجميلة. The car is not beautiful. Yes, number 2. أنا غني.
أنا غني.
Okay.
أنا لست غني.
No, we have to use ba. So because this lesson consists of the
أنا لست بغني.
No.
بغني.
بغني, right?
بغني.
Yes. أنا لست بغني. I am not rich. Okay. The third one, أنت فقير. You're poor.
لست بفقير.
Excellent.
أنت لست بفقير.
أنت لست بفقير, or you can also say لست بفقير. You are not poor. Okay. هي من العراق. She is from Iraq.
هي ليست من العراق.
هي ليست من العراق. She is not from Iraq. Okay, number 5. You will do it. Completely, you will do it. Yes.
نحن أذكياء.
أذكياء.
لسنا
لسنا بأذكياء.
What's the ending of أذكياء?
بأذكياء.
فتحة.
Excellent. So the first one also, لسنا, it should be prolonged for at least 2 seconds, yeah? So نحن لسنا بأذكياء, right? We are not intelligent. Okay, so أذكياء is on the pattern of أفعلاء, and we know that the noun that comes on the pattern of أفعلاء does not accept tanween, so it is partially flexible. All right, number 6.
That is why it's أذكياء.
That's right, yeah. Because of ba harf jar, so we know that because of ba, the noun will be majroor. Normally, when the noun is majroor, it takes kasra or kasratain. But this family of the nouns, it refuses to accept kasra because it is partially flexible. So it will be adkiya'u, adkiya'a, adkiya'a. Every noun has 3 forms. We know that 3 forms. For example, Muhammadun, Muhammadan, Muhammadin, Allahu, Allah, Allahi. So every noun has 3 endings, okay? But then there is a category of nouns. Some nouns do not accept kasra. For example, Ibrahimu, Ibrahima, Ibrahima. So this category is like where we need to focus, and alhamdulillah, we have discussed a lot about it. And now I'm happy, inshallah, that you're able to figure out. Okay, number 6. وعزب.
ليست
ليس
Okay.
وليس
And
بعزب.
okay. So هو عزب, he is single, and هو ليس بعزب, he is not single. Okay. المدرسون في الفصول.
المدرسون ليسوا
Excellent. ليسوا في الفصول. المدرسون ليسوا في الفصول. The teachers are not in the classrooms. Okay, number 8. Let me scroll down. Yes. Okay, how will you read it? أنت or أنتِ?
أنت
أنت.
مربوطة ذكية.
All right, أنتِ ذكية. Okay.
لست
أنتِ
أنت
لست
ذكية بذكية.
Excellent. أنتِ لست بذكية. You are not intelligent. It's just a question here. أنتم كبار.
أنتم لستم بكبار.
أنتم لستم. See the ending of both. أنتم لستم, أنتِ لستِ. So أنتم لستم بكبار. You are not old people, or right? Old. Kibar is basically, yeah. All right, next. الطالبات في المكتبة.
الطالبات ليس في المكتبة.
الطالبات.
لسنا.
One more time, try, yes.
ليست.
Yes, and لسنا.
Okay.
Lesna, okay. How can you differentiate between when you talk about the ladies and third person? So the difference is, the small difference is, when we say lesna, we prolong it, it means we, and when you shorten it to the basic vowel lesna, then it becomes for the third person females and plural. So at-talibatu lesna fil maktabati. The lady students are not in the library. Okay. أنتن طالبات جدد. You are, or you ladies are new students. Yes. أنتن. Look at the picture here. لستن. Okay.
بطالبات جدد.
بطالبات
جدد.
Okay, why should we say جدد?
Because it's a file of طالبات.
Excellent. So it should follow the noun,
So
right?
it should follow same Arab.
The noun, yeah. So the adjective follows the noun. Sifa follows the mawsuf. Yani noun, whatever the i'rab for the noun is, that should be the i'rab of the adjective. Excellent. So antunna lastunna bitalibatin jududin, right? Antunna lastunna bitalibatin jududin. All right. Now this one, which category does it belong to? This fi'l al-amr.
The same أدخل.
Yes, it belongs
with
to the category of adkhil. The only fi'l al-amr that starts with Hamza, and Hamza has fatha on it. Inshallah, we will review it again and again, and we will get used to it. Ajib anil asilatil atiya. Answer the following questions. Bin nafi, by negative or in negative. Musta'milan laysa, by using laysa. So now we have to answer the following questions in negative by using laysa. We know that laysa means not, so that's why it will be in negative. The answers will be in negative. Okay.
So I have a question. Yes, musta'milan here is in mansub status because of ajib. It goes back to ajib.
It can be both. It is also used as hal, by yani when
Oh.
we say mustamilan, by using, so when we use ing, so it can be, if it answers your question like how do you have to answer the question? By using, okay? So whenever you get the answer to the question like how, adverb of manner, then it is also hal, because we can say anil asilatil atiya bin nafi, this can be also, we can also use it as the object of ajib. It is possible to do that.
Okay.
All right. Or
Okay.
if you want to say that
Jazakallah.
mustamilan is the maf'ul bihi for ajib, that is also okay. Both of them are possible, but the best answer would be
So
mustamilan is used
uses
here.
hal.
Hal, yeah.
Okay.
By
Jazakallah khair.
using by using laysa. If you remember the example I gave you, like how do you study or how do you attend your classes, and your answer will
Yeah,
be
yes. By
yani,
sitting
by
yes.
sitting or by whatever. So jalisan or waqifan, it depends, like whatever your current situation is. So that's called hal, like the manner, like how we are doing something.
Okay.
All right. So for example,
Muhandisun. Sorry.
خرج المدرس قائلا, the teacher left by saying عليكم الانصراف, you can leave now. So when you say خرج المدرس من الفصل, the teacher left the class قائلا, saying. So here again it is in a answer to the question like how did he leave the class? He left the class while saying. So this is basically answer to the adverb of manner. And inshallah it will be discussed in the third book, but mashallah you already know about it, which is a very good sign. Okay, number one. And for the brothers and sisters who do not know what hal is, you don't need to worry about it, because whatever our hal is, we know. Hal means situation. And alhamdulillah, our situation is good, so we don't need to worry about it. Yes, I was expecting that we will hopefully start the next lesson, but I hope we can finish at least our lesson today. Okay,
Muhandisun abuka.
Okay,
Is your father an engineer?
okay.
So we should start with la
Yes.
la abi laysa bimuhandisin.
Excellent. Either you can say abi or you can say huwa. It's up to you. It's better to use. We get used to using the pronouns. So, la huwa laysa bimuhandisin, or la abi laysa bimuhandisin. My father is not an engineer. Okay, number two. Mudarrisatun. Yes.
مدرسة أمك
Ummuki or ummuka. Okay.
أمك
Mhm.
أمك لا هي لست بمدرسة
Laysat. The third person for feminine, yeah, it's always ends with ta sakina. Laysat, qalat, dakhalat, kharajat, dhahabat. So it always ends with ta sakina. Hiya laysat bimudarrisatin. She is not a teacher. Okay. Atullabun ikhwatuka. Are your brothers students? La.
لا ليسوا إخوتي.
Okay, so what's the news about them? Like, I'm waiting. Laysu ikhwati what? My brothers are not. La ikhwati laysu bitullabin.
ليسوا
Bitullabin.
إخوتي.
Yeah. No. First, we have to bring the noun, and then we will bring the verb, because it's a nominal sentence. So we bring the noun first, and then we bring the verb. Okay. So we will say la hum laysu bitullabin. Hum, because brothers, right? So either you can bring the pronoun over here, or you can say la إخوتي ليسوا بطلاب. My brothers are not students.
Students.
Okay. ممرضات أخواتك. Are your sisters nurses?
لا هن لسنا بممرضات.
Yes, هن لسنا. هن لسنا, the ending, try to find the combination between two. هن لسنا بممرضات. They are not nurses. Okay, number 5. أمدرس أنت? Are you a teacher?
لا
Yes.
لست
لست.
لست
بمدرس.
مدرس.
Excellent. أنا لست بمدرس. I am not a teacher. Okay. أجدد أنتم? Are you new?
لا لسنا
Okay.
جددا.
لسنا
بجدد.
بجدد. لسنا بجدد. No, we are not new.
بجدد.
Okay. أجديدة سيارتك? Is your car new?
لا
Mhm.
لا ليست بجديد.
هي ليست بجديدة. Yeah. And this is not new. هي ليست بجديدة. Because سيارة is feminine, singular feminine, so that's why ليست بجديدة.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
What is the difference between نحن and نحن and هن? Yes, when it comes to ليس.
نحن, it means we, the ones who are talking. المتكلمين, the one who are.
Okay, am I going to say
And
لسنا?
هن is they, feminine, who are not physically here. Third person feminine plural.
Okay, now if I'm going to get it.
If I ask about your, let's say, your daughters or sisters, just for the sake of question, okay? So if I ask about them, so you will tell me that hunna, if they are students, so you will say hunna talibatun. And if you want to say that they are not students, you will say hunna lasna bi talibatin, right? So they are not students. But when we talk about ourselves, for example, we say نحن طلاب, we are students. And if you want to say we are not students, you will say نحن لسنا بطلاب, we are not students.
Okay, I understand.
You got it?
The other one has لسنا ألف. Like
yes, that's right. Yeah, this one is لسنا ألف, and that one has only the basic fatha. That is what called the basic vowel. And this is called the extended vowel, which is basically mad, that means to extend. So this is extended for 2 seconds, and that one is only for 1 second. All right.
Okay, I understand. Thank you.
Got it?
Shukran.
All right. So I think that's pretty much it. We are almost done for today's class. If you have any questions, please let me know. And if not, inshallah. So what about tomorrow? I'm free. If you would like to have a class, we can have a class because we missed 2 days. If not, that's perfectly all right. That's okay.
Yeah, for me, we can have class tomorrow. I don't know for the.
So for the rest of the participants, if it's okay, please let me know because tomorrow is our weekend, so that I can arrange accordingly. If not, we can meet on Sunday. But even if we don't meet tomorrow, I believe, inshallah, you can complete the rest of the lesson by yourselves. There shouldn't be a problem. The next exercise is basically about the use of inna, and we have learned about the use of inna in exercise in lesson number 1, so that shouldn't be a problem. And the new words here, they are easier. Liqa'un means meeting, jayyidun means good, jaybun one pocket, and the plural is duyubun. Naharun, we have learned it already, river, and anharun, rivers. Barqiyatun is telegram, and barqiyatun. Masrifun, a bank, and masarifu, this is partially flexible, so that's why it's masarifu, doesn't have the mean. And maktabul baridi is post office. So the one exercise, inshallah, you can do it by yourselves, exercise number 8. And if you find any difficulty, inshallah, I'm always available in the group, so we can discuss in the group, WhatsApp group. So I believe we are done with lesson number 2. Inshallah, you will try your best to revise it, do it by yourselves. There are 2 methods of learning Arabic language. One method is used in the subcontinent, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and these countries, and one is used in Saudi Arabia and the Middle Eastern countries. So we are trying to mix them both. The one that is used in the subcontinent and the African countries, I should say, normally we go by the conjugation method, like we memorize in Urdu, we say gardan, and we memorize them and memorize and memorize. Whereas in here, in the Middle East, they normally go by the method that we have here. So inductive method, and so this method here, which they use is, we learn grammar through the text. Whereas the method that is used in the Madaris in Pakistan and the rest of the subcontinent countries, they use basically, they first learn grammar and then they try to implement it through the text. So we are trying to juxtapose, like combine both of them together, inshallah, and that should really help, because I believe both of them are useful. This method helps us a lot because we can use whatever we are learning practically. But on the other hand, if we can memorize and we learn that through the text, that will be an added advantage to all of us. So I hope, inshallah, everything is clear. And I make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make our learning and teaching easier. So subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Inshallah, we will meet on Sunday. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.